Say, Rick.
Yes.
Do you have any music from España? Is this who I think it is?
Esteban.
Yes, it is.
This is Esteban?
This is Esteban.
With his little black hat and his little black guitar?
Yes.
And his sunglasses?
Yes.
We now travel by telephone to España, where we are hoping to catch Matt Erusha. Matt, are you on the phone?
I am here.
Awesome.
Matt!
You survived.
I'm alive and well. Didn't get gored today, so all's good.
Awesome.
What time is it in Spain right now, sir?
It's 2:30, 2:45.
Oh,
So you just had lunch.
what'd you have?
Yep.
What'd you have for lunch?
Ate a breakfast baguette, and it was pretty good. The food over here is absolutely amazing.
Spain's amazing, I would think. I've not been, but I would love to travel there. Where? You're in Pamplona.
Yep, I'm in Pamplona, Spain. We got here 2 days ago, flew into Barcelona, and Pamplona's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't really have an airport that you can fly into, so we flew into Barcelona and then drove 5 hours to Pamplona, and that was quite the experience.
Now, tell us why, first of all, you decided to go running with the bulls.
I don't know, just I guess one of those crazy things that you have on your bucket list. And trust me, everybody that knows me, when I told them I wanted to do this has been like a year in the planning. Everybody was looked at me like, you're crazy. Why would you want to do that? But I actually found a couple buddies that were willing to say, okay, let's do it. So we kind of planned a trip around it. We've been to a lot of different places, but it's just, I guess, one of those things I've always wanted to do. And after today, I am so glad I did it.
I got a million questions for you, but I want them to go in chronological order. Let's go. First of all, how do you plan for something like that? How do you train for something like that?
I don't know. That's what everybody was asking me. My advice is there's no training. Just pure adrenaline and fear is what drives you. I mean, that's all there is. When you were out there today, I mean, that's all I could think about is just they are such massive animals, and I mean, there's nowhere to get out. You're just in these little alleys. There's people everywhere. I mean, it's hard to put into words, but just pure fear. That's all I can say.
Now in NASCAR, everybody's vying for the pole position. I don't think you want to be near the gate in running with the bulls. You want to be as far away as you can. How did you get positioned on the run, the beginning of the run?
It was kind of a funny story. We got up this morning. We actually got up extra early because we're over here. We're not going to miss this. And we went to the starting point, and they actually had everything gated off. So they weren't letting any more runners in there because they do this run for like 7 consecutive days. And today was the first day, and it's always the most popular day when the most people run. So they kind of cut it off early. So I just kind of looked at my buddies, and we were like, we've talked to a couple police officers, just begging them, we came from America, please let us in. They were saying no, no, no. So finally we were like, we're just going to jump this fence, and if a police officer sees us and takes us out, so be it. But we didn't come all this way not to do it. So we ended up jumping the fence and getting on the course. And then they have you all corralled in this one pen. And if you have any sort of claustrophobia, you're on top of people, they're pushing, and it's pretty intense. And then about 5 minutes before they release the bulls, they open up a secondary gate that lets people spread out along the entire course. And we kind of knew where we wanted to be because we talked to some people that have done it before, and we're like, the very first turn's called like Hamburger Hill, where pretty much everybody gets, not a good place. They're like, if this is your first time, don't even be near that. So we went past that and started, but I mean, it was so crazy because you're standing there and they shoot off a rocket, and when the first rocket explodes, that means that they release the bulls from the pen.
And then you got to go.
Off a second rocket. Yeah, then they shoot off a second rocket, and that means that the last bull's out. So you're just standing there looking backwards, and you don't know when they're coming, and then all of a sudden you just see like...
Well, no, wait a minute. Whoa.
I think you're running like crazy. The first rocket.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
No, we stood there. We standed pat. We stood until we heard the second rocket, and we're like, we're just going to stand here until we see.
You're standing, and they're on their way.
They're on your way, and you're just waiting for you. Our plan was once we see them, we're going to take off running.
Matt, were you waving anything like red hankies or anything?
Oh, no, we were in our traditional all white, and you have to wear a red scarf and a red handkerchief, but we all, just so this is on record, we were all wearing American flag speedos underneath.
Awesome.
USA! 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 Where did you get your white outfit?
We actually bought them. They have stores all over here that are selling them, so when we first got here, we just bought them.
You know what? I think this is an event that lawyers would not allow to happen in the United States. There's no waiver or anything? It's just go?
Nothing. just go. And, I mean, these bulls are massive. And, I mean, people are getting trampled. Like, I'm running and watching people fall in front of me, and these bulls are just trampling them. It was such a great experience, but it's super hard to put into words. It was absolutely crazy.
Where are the bulls going?
They run into a bull ring, and at the very end, you all run into this bull ring, and then they corral the big bulls, and then all the runners are in this bull ring, and then after all the big bulls are corralled, they let off baby bulls that are, I mean, they're obviously like half the size, and they have their horns shaved, so they let those out, and then your goal is you're supposed to try to smack them on the ass as they're running around.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. They let out these baby bulls, and that was, I mean, unbelievable. It was so crazy.
Did you get a good smack in?
Did you get it done?
Smack in.
You did?
Yes.
I got a good smack.
You, sir, are a BA.
All off the bucket list. Wow.
So
the
adrenaline rush, describe it, because this is absolutely DNA fight or flight stuff.
I can't put it into words. It's like me and my buddies were saying, once we got done doing it, the whole thing probably the run itself took like 3-4 minutes. And when we were done, I have never felt so, like, physically exhausted. Like, my back hurt, my knees hurt. I was, like, short of breath. And it's just, like, that adrenaline rush when you see those bulls is something that's just undescribable.
Matt, you said that you saw a lot of people get trampled. Did any of the bulls gore anybody? Because that's always the big thing.
Yep, nobody got gored today.
That's good.
I would think a trampling would do it, though, isn't it? I mean, is everybody okay?
I wouldn't want to get... Yep, everybody was okay. They had ambulance set up all over the place, but, you know, when everything was done and we were walking out, I mean, there was people that were bloody and cut up, but, I mean, there weren't any stretchers or anybody out that got really, really hurt.
So are you having dinner tonight with the most interesting man in the world and his 2 girlfriends?
Yeah, I hope so. After today, we need to do something special because it was unbelievable.
Matt Erusha, you are my new hero. Matt,
my hero.
Thank you for sharing that with us. What an unbelievable experience for you to have done. And we'll see you when you get back. That's amazing.
Did he just make the toughest wall of fame for you? I mean, it's Jeremy Richardson, it's Kevin Brooks. Now is it Matt Erusha?
Yep.
Matt should now be
new man crush.
Matt should now be in Man Tracker for our Thanksgiving tradition.
Well, I was just watching Discovery Channel, and you know what? The Sharks are starting Matt Erusha week next week.
Oh.
I like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
All right, Matt. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate talking to you. And everybody at Aegon's going, you are BA.
Employee of the Year.
Employee of the Year right here.
I know.
All right.
Yeah, make a couple calls out there for me.
Done deal. Thanks, Matt.